What is going on, my YouTube family? Sergeant Greybeard at Greybeard Gaming Group. Today is Tuesday, October 6th, and as always, I hope this message finds you healthy and safe. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite skill builds so far in the game. I absolutely love this thing. I usually use it solo, whether I'm doing, control points or missions. Right now, I'm doing legendary solo at the summit, and I absolutely love this thing. A few things real quick. If you happen to be new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of our gaming family. And if you enjoyed this or found it helpful in any way, take a quick second and hit that like button. It really does help us out. Finally, as most of you know, we have giveaways here, and our current one is for an Xbox One S or a PlayStation 4 Pro, and all you need to do to enter is subscribe to our channel here or follow us on Twitter. Either way is fine. We will be announcing the winner on October 5th of this year, and as I've mentioned in every previous video, remember, watching our content is not a requirement to win. At our channel, we only want you watching things you may enjoy. That's why we give you the option of entering via Twitter. Having said that, let's get into today's video. So as I mentioned a moment ago, this is a skill build that I use primarily if I'm farming control points. I just started trying it on legendary solo, and it's putting out enough damage where it seems to be able to get the job done. Now, in full transparency, I'm able to get like 5 or 6 floors with this thing, then I usually get wiped out. However, it's not maximized as yet in the sense of there's definite improvements that can be made in regards to the quality of gear that I have. And one thing I like to mention in every build video that I put together is this is just a template. This will give you an idea of something you may be able to put together in order to really help your solo gameplay when you're trying to get certain things done. However, the most important thing to remember is nothing in this game can really be copy and paste. It takes some time to really learn the skills, the timing, things like that, certain levels. So again, use this as an idea and really try to make it your own. So at this point, we just want to jump into the build itself. So what I'll do is we'll go over the specifics, give you a breakdown of what we put together. Then at the end of the video, there's a little bit more footage for you guys to check out. As always, we're going to start off with the specialization. Now, I recommend using Demolitionist because you do get that extra damage bonus with your turret. Not only that, but having the Demolitionist equipped also gives you the option of using the mortar turret if you prefer. I'm more of a fan of the assault turret, but again, that's my gameplay, so this gives you the option of making your choice. My primary weapon for this build is the Harmony. It's the named rifle, and that has to do with the fact that it has the talent perfectly in sync. And I mean, you can see below it says hitting an enemy grants 20% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a skill or damaging an enemy with a skill grants 20% weapon damage for 5 seconds. And damage increases are doubled while both buffs are active at the same time. And with this build, you're just popping in and out of cover, just taking shots, so that talent is running nonstop. My secondary weapon is the named assault rifle, mechanical animal, but to be honest, I'm usually doing most of the shooting with my primary, but you can see this has the talent future perfection, and that does help sometimes. However, remember, with this weapon, it's only kills with the weapon itself that actually puts this talent into gear, so the reality is you're doing most of the killing with the skills, so it doesn't get used that much. Finally, our pistol has the talent spike on it, which gives you 20% skill damage for 20 seconds when you hit a headshot, but again, I'm primarily using the main weapon. Next, we're going to move on to the mask, and as you can see, I'm running 1-piece Wyvern, which is the mask, 2-piece Hana U, and 3-piece Murakami. Having that 1 piece of Wyvern gives you that 10% skill damage bonus, and pretty much in every piece, what I'm doing is just stacking skill haste and skill damage as much as I can. Moving on to the chest piece, it's our first piece of Murakami, and I'm running the talent Kinetic Momentum. When in combat, each skill generates a stack while active or not on cooldown. Stacks increase your total skill damage by 1% and total skill repair by 2%, up to 15 stacks per skill, lost when on cooldown. Now with the body armor, this happens to be a piece where you do have other options in regards to the talent you use. I mean, I know people that run Overwatch or Glass Cannon, so this again goes back to really picking a talent that suits your game style. Moving on to the holster, this is our first piece of Hana U. It gives us that 10% skill haste, and here I'm stacking skill haste and skill damage, and I think that's our only maxed out piece in the actual build. Moving on to the knee pads, we have our second piece of Murakami. Once again, I'm just stacking skill haste and skill damage. The gloves are our third piece of Murakami. It gives us that extra 10% skill damage. Now, I wish the hazard protection was something else. I had to re-roll the skill damage because it was at like 3% or something like that. So this is the best one I have at this point. Finally, the backpack in the build is our second piece of Hannah U, and it's the named backpack Force Multiplier. I'm running that because of the Talent Perfect Combined Arms, where shooting an enemy increases total skill damage by 30% for 3 seconds. And I mean, when you add that to the talent on the weapon, which is perfectly in sync, and you have kinetic momentum on the chest piece or body armor, whatever you want to call it, you're putting out a lot of extra damage. As I mentioned earlier, I'm running with the assault turret. I prefer that over the mortar one, but again, it's really your choice. That is also why I'm running the demolitionist specialization. My second skill is the assault drone. I happen to like that, and again, you can pick something that really is more towards your game style. And as we finish up this video, my friends, we're going to cut to some more footage on heroic difficulty at the summit, and there are a few more things I just want to touch base on before we finish up. First off, I always recommend if you're trying any new build, whether it's a skill build or, SMG or assault rifle, whatever it is, always try on a level that you're comfortable with so you know the timing of the NPCs. The other thing I recommend is if you are struggling on a difficulty, just drop it down one tier. So if you're struggling on heroic, go to challenging, learn how the build really works, and then go back up to the actual, difficulty that you're used to. And as I said at the beginning of the video, and pretty much throughout the whole thing, really design this build around your game style and how you enjoy playing the game. I mean, that's exactly what I'm doing. This is something that I enjoy using. I have a lot of success with it, so I do hope it helps you out as well. With that, my friends, we're going to wrap up this video. However, I want to take a quick second and thank you all so much for the continued support. The way the Division 2 community has welcomed us has been absolutely amazing. My main goal in creating this channel was to really bring a community of gamers together so they could work together and help each other out, and that's exactly what's been happening. So again, thank you all so much. Like I said before, if you happen to be new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of what we're doing here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button. But most importantly, take care, be kind, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
Rogue agent eliminated.